everybody, my name's Miss Vanessa and I'd like to welcome you guys to another STEAM program online. So today, since it's a beautiful fall day, I thought I could talk a little bit about apples. So apples are usually picked during the fall, and so you're able to make all of these apple treats like applesauce or apple pie or apple tarts or things like that. But one thing that you might know about apples is the fact that as soon as you cut an apple open, almost immediately they start to turn brown. And the reason that this is because as soon as you cut down on that apple, the apple is then, the inside of the apple is then exposed to oxygen, and so it starts to oxidize. And the reason that it does this is because the apple is trying to protect itself, so it creates that brown layer of skin in order to protect the rest of the apple. And so I thought that we could test out a whole bunch of different liquids that we can mix with our apple and see what helps the oxidization. So if we put it in water, will it change anything? If we put it in lime juice, will it change anything? Or will they all still turn brown? So I'm going to test this out today, and we're going to see what affects our apple in what way. Hello everybody, my name is Miss Vanessa and I'd like to welcome you guys to another STEAM program online. So it is a beautiful fall day outside today and I thought I could talk a little bit about apples. So apples are usually ready to be picked in the fall, and it's really great because you can make apple pie or apple sauce and a whole bunch of different apple treats. But something that you may know about apples already is the fact that when you cut open an apple, almost immediately it starts to turn brown. And the reason for this is because the apple cells are trying to protect where the apple has been cut. So those cells start to turn brown. And this is called oxidization. And so today I thought we could test out what will help the oxidization slow down and what will actually speed it up. So I thought that we could cut up this apple and put it in a bunch of different solutions and then put it out in the air and see what slices of apple change to a brown consistency faster than the other slices. So I have different solutions to put my apple slices in as soon as I cut this open. I have lemon juice, vinegar, baking soda, water, milk, and then we'll have a control where I don't put anything on it. And so let's cut up my apple and then we can mix up all these different solutions and see which one will oxidize the most. Okay, so I have a fresh apple that I just cut up and I'm going to put it in these baggies with my different solutions to see which one will actually help our apple stay its normal color for the longest. So here we go, here's our normal apple, and the first one I am going to put in here is water. And I'm going to swish this up and let it soak in the water for a while. And then we will let it aerate, so we'll put it on a tray and let it have air for a while, and we'll see what it does. So my next apple slice is going in here with vinegar. Push that up. Oops. Our next apple slice is going to have nothing in there, so that's going to be our control. Okay, our next apple slice is going in here with lemon juice. And then we have baking soda. Our next one is baking soda. And I put some baking soda in some water, so I'm going to mix that up a little bit before I put it into my baggie. our last one is milk. So we're going to put some milk in our baggie. And I'm going to let them soak for about 2 to 3 minutes before I put them on a tray. So in 3 minutes, I will show you guys what the finished product looks like. Okay, so my apples are on a cookie sheet. They've all soaked for about 3 minutes now. So I'm going to take a close-up look at this, and then we're going to check on them every 10 minutes for probably the next hour. And we'll see how they progress and what affects our apple the most. So here's our first shot. Alright guys, so it has been about an hour and a half since I sliced these apples open, and since I put them in their different solutions, and it looks like we have some results already. So the first thing I want to look at is the apple that we did nothing to. So as we can see, it is pretty brown, not completely brown, but this is our control. This is the one that we're going to compare all the rest of them to. So in comparison, the one that we put in water, here we go. The one we put in water is almost identical to the one that we had done nothing to. Another thing that I'm noticing here is the one that we put in vinegar. So it looks like what vinegar did was oxidize the apple more than anything else. So this is what our regular apple looked like, and this is what our apple that was swished around in vinegar. So it looks like this one oxidized a whole lot more. Then we have baking soda, which looks like it's got a little bit of browning. Here's in comparison to the regular apple. So this is the one that we did nothing to. Here is our baking soda and water one, and they look pretty much identical, only I think the baking soda and water one is a little more oxidized than the regular one. And then here's the interesting thing, which was something that I did not expect. The one that we put in milk looks like it has dried up more, but I don't see much oxidization on here. And then the one that we placed on lime juice, or in lime juice, looks almost identical to when I cut it open. So here we can see there isn't much browning on the outside of the apple, and it looks like I could just take a bite of it right now, and it doesn't look like it's been sitting out for an hour and a half. So it looks like those are our results. What we found was that apples that have been put in vinegar oxidize a whole lot faster than any other solution. Apples that have been put in lime juice the lime juice seems to slow down the oxidization process a whole lot more than anything else. So it was really interesting to see what all these different solutions and would react to all the different apple slices that we had. And so I think we learned a lot, and it was a lot of fun to see how the apples would react. If you guys want to try this at home, you can try different things. You can put your apples in like orange juice or soda pop, or anything else that you might find, and see the results of how your apples react and how they oxidize based off of the liquids that they've been hanging out in. So I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!